Hi, I am Laureta Hajrullahu. I am an artist from Kosovo, based in Prishtina. Mostly my art practice is post-internet art is what they call, but I usually say that I'm primarily a visual artist. So in my practice, I'm really interested in privacy, intimacy, gender, digital futures, and maybe impossible futures. I'm also interested in bodies and body politics. My work mostly gets presented, or is the results look like videos, installations, objects, or what I like to call ambiances for videos. My whole practice and my whole career is about a lot of references and a lot of people and a lot of things that have influenced me, and then these influences have inspired me to do work. I am originally trained as a printmaker, even though I rarely, or let's say never, do prints anymore in a traditional way. I have been inspired by a lot of people online, by people that mostly they would be titled or said that they are random people, but to me a lot of these communities on the internet have been crucial for my development as an artist. Also a lot of local artists from Kosovo, also a lot of international artists. It would be, I wouldn't want to forget anyone, so I'm not saying any names. I think one of the themes and questions that keep showing up in my work is about gender first, and about privacy second, and about future and about freedom. So I think there are these questions that are ever present in my work, even when I'm researching about something new. They're still present, and these questions are still, I still ask every time I research or I do new works. And I care a lot about futures and what it is thought to be impossible future. I care a lot about and I'm curious about digital ecosystems. So yeah, maybe also a lot about our environment. I'm really curious to know and to ask about plastic and how this creation, this innovation has shaped our world, and it helped us, but then it has gone to another extent. Yeah. I think each idea for each work comes in very different ways, and it depends on the situation that I'm in. It depends a lot in where I am and what am I doing, and the people that surround me during that time, and what books I'm reading, and what films I'm watching. So it's usually really different. But I can talk about the idea at ZONA and ZONA LAB residency. Since we are in Szczecin, I'm originally from a very small town, which is also a borderland city. And when we arrived here, it reminded me a lot of my hometown, not visually, but mostly as a feeling, and how these cities feel like limbo cities, or something that is very liminal. And I started to think more of why am I feeling like this, and I started to question myself more on how I was always trying to escape these margins, and how my work and my practice is always starting from something very peripheric and then becoming very global. I think this time I was inspired to start and to think in another different point of view, and to create from these points of margins, and to find strength in these. And lately I have been really inspired by bell hooks, and and I really liked, and it really inspired me, this book from Sadi Plant, which is called Zeros and Ones. I think it was a perfect mix of my interests and the reality of these cities, and the states of these cities, and the so-called limbo cities. My work for the ZONA LAB residency is, first of all, I was really excited to work on this. As I stated before, I have kept escaping these questions, so I think it was a very nice point in my career and in my practice to answer these questions first to myself and then to create work towards it. And as I said before, I was really inspired by bell hooks, and especially from this one sentence, and I decided to use it and to reference bell hooks in my work. And I thought that it would be too little to just keep this sentence as words, so I wanted to create objects out of this sentence to give more power to these letters and to these sentences and what they are saying. And I decided to work on the 3D lab at the Academy in Szczecin. So I have been making different prototypes about the letters on the sentence, and we have been, like this. We have been trying to create these sculptures or these objects of these 3 sentences that I excerpted from bell hooks. Besides this, I really was interested in the interiors or the visuals of a border, and what these materials makes us feel, and how are these borders, how are these aesthetics of borders translated into different kind of realities. Since most of my work is a lot about the virtual realities and different possibilities in the digital realm, I like to mix these two together by deconstructing and reconstructing different realities. So I will be using also lights. I will be using metal and a lot of materials that you see when you pass the border. Okay, maybe we can go this. Maybe we turn off this light so it could only be seen that. No, maybe also this. I know. So one thing that I wanted to do is play with light and create light boxes from the light that you usually see on the borders. And usually borders are known to have a lot of plastic materials and a lot of metal materials, as I stated before, and these created spaces sort of create different feelings. Sometimes it's not really good. It depends on where you are, and it depends also what passport you have or what identity you have. But for a lot of different people, there are a lot of different feelings and a lot of different questions that are being made on. But also it's very interesting to be a citizen of these borderland cities where the border is very close to you. And how these materials become very natural because you see them almost every day. So the sentence that I will be showing, it's as I said before, it's taken out from bell hooks, and it's going to be, we are rewritten, we are other. And the third sentence would be, where are you located and your comrades? I need another E. So it will be here, and then this will be here. But these are going to be put on the wall. They are not going to be shown like this. And so, yeah, I have also a lot of questions for other people too. Maybe this will help to ask the same question to people of Szczecin. One of the persons that I cannot help but reference a lot in my work is ZONA LAB, especially with, I don't know, because I read it in my native tongue, my native language, so it's, in English it should be Staying with the Trouble, and Cyborg Manifesto, of course. I've also, I think there's another manifesto that I really like. Yeah, another manifesto that I felt that was written with ideologies and with experiences that I've lived and I've believed is Glitch Manifesto, Glitch Feminism Manifesto by Legacy Russell, who is also known as L. Russell. It's a very nice explanation of what it means to be a personality online, what things you can do online, and how can your point of views and ideologies be developed only through virtual reality and digital life. I also like a lot of different artists. I think I was really influenced in the beginning by Namjoon Paik, because I really loved his videos when I first saw them, and I really like Pipiloti Rist and how she talks and how her videos look like and how indirectly political it is, but it is very strong. I really like Bastian Ader. Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of women, a lot of strong women, a lot of different movements from my home. It's the resistance that my people have, and how we cannot bear why am I forgetting English words? Yeah, it's about the resistance that my people have. It's about I feel inspired by a lot of different communities that cannot stand not being free. And yeah, I think my whole work is just a mesh of references, and I think that I gladly mention them because that's how my practice is made, but also I think that it's important to know these histories that have built us, and it's similar to, I think, yeah, I take a lot from oral histories and how these stories get delivered from one generation to another without any author, but I would like to name the references in my work. When I started doing art, I was just copying what others were doing, and of course everyone starts by copying. Every artist is first an imitator of what they see, and then they start to learn to express their feelings or to express their thoughts. So I did shift from a very traditional artist when I was really young to make more contemporary art. And I think this big shift comes with gaining knowledge, and these shifts makes me more exciting than what I was doing. And I think one of the shifts I made is also when I started doing art, internet art or post-internet art, because this came from a reflection of what I can say about today and about current events and current movements. And I will gladly look forward to another shift in my work, both conceptually and visually or artistically. Yeah, I think my future project will be highly influenced by this research that I'm doing at ZONA Lab. My how do you say the newest? Like what's coming next? Like really next? Near future? Yeah, upcoming. Yeah, my I will have an upcoming exhibition in September, so I'm already starting to work for that. Why are you not stopping? Oh my god. I started working in a group with Creativeeurope. Just stop it. So, I already have an upcoming exhibition in Vänersborgs Konsthall in September, which is in Sweden. And I think I have just starting to work on this exhibition, and it's highly influenced, and it's actually a derivation of this project that I'm doing here. So I'm very lucky that I have this 6 months to also research about my future projects and not only just for one work. And after this, I am thinking, because as I said in the beginning, I've tried to escape these questions. So I'm really happy to have been now turning back and to think more about it and to be more curious about borderlands and how borderlands shape us. Yeah. Bye. Come to the exhibition opening on May 15th and 22.